Hi everyone and welcome to the stock week ahead. Sorry that this one's a little bit late and I missed the Monday. I didn't have time to record it on Sunday, but I'm trying to go through everything as quick as I can and some of the things that are going to go ahead next week. So we'll start off with the last week review of the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones was up 1.24%. Pretty good week really for the Dow. The Nasdaq as well was up 0.35. Apart from a bad day on Thursday, it was a pretty good week for the tech stocks, and the S&P was up 0.63%. Not a bad week for them as well. I think the only notable kind of story last week was about Apple. Obviously Apple were announcing the iPhone 8, the iPhone X, and it was also one of my stocks that I said probably to keep an eye on and probably to invest in. I think the reaction from the iPhone X and the iPhone 8 hasn't been amazing. Normally it is a bit slow after they do the announcements. It was slower than what I thought it was going to be. It has gone down a little bit. So I'm going to stay invested in Apple for probably till the iPhone X is released, which is not until I think it's November, October. It's still quite far away. I think the iPhone 8 actually comes out before the iPhone X. So we should see the stock kind of bounce back somewhere around that point. I think if it doesn't, then obviously that's the point where I'm going to go. This one hasn't worked out, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens over the next few days with that stock. Well, it's not as good as what I thought it was, but it will eventually bounce back, I feel. I think it's just a few people kind of trying to get over the price at the moment, a bit of hate over the price. But from Apple's point of view, the money that they're going to make from the price, even though they've got so much spare money, the money that Apple will make from that phone, being at that price, will be pretty good. So we'll probably see when their actual earnings report come out that they'll probably jump up a bit with the amount of money they're charging for that iPhone. So that was kind of like the major story from this week. Going forward this week, I'll put the earnings up. There's not massive ones that I'm kind of really interested in. Adobe kind of, because I'm a customer of Adobe. I keep an eye on them, and I do like the company itself. It's such a steady stock, it kind of get overlooked, like how steady that kind of stock is. It's probably such a safe stock to put your money in. But the problem is like, you know, for me and for quite a few people who watch these videos, like yourself, you'd probably be looking and thinking I want something with a bit more return, because I think overall Adobe has gone up like 15%, somewhere around 15% so far this year, which is not amazing considering what the market's doing right now. But at the same time, you know, it's, if you look at how Adobe stock has gone up, you're never going to see a massive dip in that stock unless some kind of recession does hit. Then you could see a dip in that stock, but apart from that, I think it is a pretty stable stock. So that I'll kind of look out for that one. One thing that also caught my eye this week, I've just recently invested, which I'll do a video about in a bit more detail. I recently invested back into NVIDIA. Really like what's going on in NVIDIA, because as you know, I've kind of been doing an hour about Tesla and NVIDIA. Tesla, as much as I really like Tesla, it's just the fact that they don't make money at the moment. I mean, as soon as I see that company making money, then I think I might pull the trigger and invest in them. Even though, I don't know, it might be a little bit late by then. But NVIDIA, I really do like NVIDIA. A really good company with so much going on. So NVIDIA is definitely a stock that I would recommend investing in. That's kind of like the only big massive change from me this week. I was kind of interested that Hasbro could be filing for bankruptcy. Not Hasbro, sorry, Toys R Us. I thought that was a bit crazy, but then, you know, with how it's going online, that's kind of what you expect really, because not many retail companies are surviving. It's just one of those where it's like childhood stores and that you absolutely love going to, and seeing it potentially going is absolutely mental. I remember when I was younger going to Toys R Us with my dad and looking around a few things. I've been to the one actually in New York, and I remember going, this is absolutely huge. I think it was like 3 stories big, that one in New York, which is mental. So guys, that's pretty much all of the stock market week ahead done. I'm going to do a video about my portfolio at the moment because there's been a little bit of a switch around, a couple of stocks gone, a couple of stocks added, and then probably after that video is done, it'll probably be time to recommend the 3 stocks or potentially 4 stocks I'm buying come the October, which is mental. So guys, give the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.